Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, GLC 30A 18, and the governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Cable Committee will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and or parties with a right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town's website, townofberlin.com. For this meeting, members of the public who wish to listen to the meeting may do so in the following manner. Zoom.com, no in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on the town's website an audio recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. All right, that's done. Thank you. I actually hear it every time a meeting opens.
All right, this meeting will come to order. I don't, oh, there you are, Roger.
There I am.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't have the COVID, but we say at school all the time, you got the COVID.
Anytime, yep.
All the kids, you got the COVID. I don't know. Do we have an agenda of, can we start putting the camera stuff in at this point if nobody's in there? Is that?
I don't know. So I just actually got an email today from Margaret saying that she wanted to start having board and committee meetings in person, but only the board or committee in person, not the audience. And the audience would participate via Zoom or whatever. And then she was asking about like the logistics of making that happen. I mean, it is possible to do it, but if we were doing that for all meetings, that would basically require that we, Cable Access, had someone physically there for each of those meetings, and we just don't have the manpower for that. I haven't responded to her yet, but I'm not 100% sure if, you know, I don't know if she can, maybe we can, I have concerns about setting it up because it's definitely going to involve computers, and either we're going to have somebody there or someone there is going to have to be tech savvy to like make it work. So
can you set up a camera that connects to the computer, that connects to Zoom?
Yes,
you know what I mean?
you could. I mean, it would take the purchase of additional equipment and whatnot.
Is that how you?
I guess so.
Is she frozen? Is everybody frozen?
No, you're frozen.
Oh, okay. Hello. I'm frozen.
You're frozen, but I can hear you.
Hello.
It is possible. I think just the issue is that even if they're having the meeting in person, they're going to have to be spaced apart. How are we going to get them all on camera? Then additionally, if audience, oh, there you are. Okay. If audience members wanted to share something on their screen or whatever, like how is the board going to see that without crowding around a computer screen? I think the logistics of it are sort of a nightmare. We don't have the manpower to really cover that. And then additionally, it's going to cost, or we're going to have to purchase some additional equipment to make it happen.
So how can you do it? Like, would every person, even in the meeting, have to have a computer running at the time or can you have a separate camera connected to one computer?
I could have, you could have a camera connected to a computer and it would act like a webcam. So the audience would be able to see probably be a wide shot of the room. The audience would be able to see everybody. And we could, we would have to set up. Each person would have to have their own microphone, and we'd have to have that set up to a mixer, and then the audio feed out of the mixer would have to feed into the camera to be out. And then the logistics of board
Setting
members
that all up for every meeting is all.
for every meeting is a lot. And well,
Unless you set it up in one room and say everybody's got to go to that room and have the meeting.
that is a possibility. But like right now, the town has 2 different Zoom accounts because boards meet at the same time. So I don't know.
But can we do this through like YouTube Live at all, or that's too open a network?
What do you mean? What,
Like-
YouTube Live is like Zoom, you mean?
No, instead of using Zoom, can you use like YouTube Live?
Like
Or is
just
that-
live stream something? Yeah, you could. But I think even if they use the Zoom platform, like how we have the webinar where attendees, use the chat function or virtually raise their hand or whatever, someone's going to have to be sitting at a computer to be able to field questions and whatever.
Oh, because you got to have audience participation. You can't do that on YouTube Live.
right.
Well, you could just put those little emojis.
So I mean, I don't know. I have to spend a little time thinking about it. I just got the email this morning, but I was thinking just like, well, we don't even have enough people to do that. Because I mean, there's several meetings Monday through Thursday. There's like several meetings per night or day, and I mean, I can't be in person every day there, and Roger
No.
can't either. So
I think I personally, if I would be answering, I would be like, no, just like we just can't. Like they have to understand. Like I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of lack of understanding on what goes on with cable access. So I think no.
yeah, like I said, I haven't spoken with Margaret to let her know what would sort of logistically be involved on our end to make that happen.
But you can't you can't be. I would like you not to be as good as you are. Do you know what I mean? Like be a little less good at your job so
Okay.
that they can struggle a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like I honestly, and I know this is being recorded, but I really think there needs to be a little more appreciation for as much as you do, and Roger does. I don't know. I'd like, you know what I mean? Like, well, I would.
Well,
They like slow down the network. They do, right? Like we should be like Disney and slow down the network, or
right. Yeah. So, I mean, as far as like what Margaret sort of proposed, we can't really do that. So I'm gonna have a conversation with her and see, what makes the most sense. I don't really see the value necessarily. I don't necessarily see the value in the board and committee members coming in physically to the space. If the audience is
going on the
Can you hear me?
Charter cable.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Pat, try turning off your video.
You
Sometimes-
still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. If you turn off your video, sometimes your audio will be better because, your computer isn't transmitting as much data. There you are.
She's back.
Is anybody else having any problems?
No, but I switched to the highest or the fastest internet they have a couple months ago.
Charter?
No, it's Xfinity. Who is that? I don't know, but it's not Charter. But
Yeah.
I'm switching to Charter.
Roger, are you having any Oh, he's frozen now. Oh, you're gone again. You have any internet on?
Me?
What?
No, it's Bill.
Are you streaming anything
Nope,
or
going.
anything? Because it's crashing multiple times. Is your computer? you remember how that computer would draw way too much? Is it on? Can you just turn it off, please? Please? Oh, see, it's frozen again. It was your computer. You just unplugged it. Does that mean that's not on?
Yeah, it crashed the second I plugged it.
Oh, are you back again?
I think so.
Oh dear, this is bad. Sorry. Did you hear that conversation?
Part of it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, where were you now?
I don't
Telling
remember.
Margaret that
I want to just, I'll have a conversation with Margaret and let her, but I don't necessarily see the value in having the board be there in person if the audience isn't going to be there in person. It's just going to complicate things further. At least
You're
on
gonna-
our end.
you're going to try and talk her out of it.
I'm not necessarily going to try to talk her out of it, but I'm going to make her aware of the challenges with taking that and letting her know that I don't necessarily see the value in it, like what we would gain there.
Right. Sounds good. So how about being able to get any of the cameras started? Is that company working at all, or?
Yeah, they are working. I was kind of waiting for town offices to be open to make that happen, but when I talked to Margaret about the meeting coverage, I'll ask her about the camera installation. I mean, it would be maybe 2 or 3 people max, and they would be working in like meeting rooms when probably no one is in them. So I think it probably should be acceptable, but I'll just, verify with her.
It might be better when it's not open.
True. Yeah.
A lot of companies and places are doing a lot of upgrades and stuff now while people are working from home and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is still just to do the two meeting rooms?
Yeah, that's what we had approval for. I am going to talk to the vendor about potential integration with Zoom or live streaming or something along those lines and see just what our options would be. I wouldn't go forward with anything before talking to you guys, but I just want to have a conversation with them because I do anticipate that when all is said and done, people are gonna expect / want live streaming of meetings since they've been spoiled rotten and had them handed to them for the last few months. If that suddenly goes away, people might not be happy about it, or
But at the same time, is that gonna, does that qualify by meetings? Oh no, you're going again. All right. There you go. I should go in the other room.
Tell Bill to stop playing video games.
Back again.
There we are.
It's ridiculous. Is this happening to anybody? Roger, is this happening to you at all?
No.
No, I think it's
Okay.
your internet.
Yep.
And Brittany, I see your name is Margaret Norowitz.
Oh, sorry, I can change that. I'm just using the town's account.
That's okay. I know who you are.
But I have access to, what is
All
it?
right. So
I have access
where
to
were we?
7.
I don't know when I stopped.
Yeah, I have access to 7 different Zoom accounts, and like sometimes I forget to like sign out of one, and then I join a meeting with the other one, and they're like, "What is?" They were like, "I was wondering who that was," like, because I have to log into all these different ones to pull the files, the meeting files off the accounts. And I lose track sometimes of which account I'm signed into. So I don't know. Things are pretty slow. obviously.
Pat's still having trouble, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, the good news is that I don't think we have to vote on anything.
You're all set for year end and that stuff?
Yep, yep. Yeah, I had the last invoice that I sent in was up until June 30th, which was the year end. So
Perfect.
yep, yep. We closed out the fiscal year 20 without issue. So
Yeah, because Roger, you're an employee now. Are you an employee now?
he
Is
is.
that official?
I haven't gotten any paperwork from anybody, so, I mean, we haven't really done anything either, so.
Right.
Yeah, no, actually, I think it was Mary and Margaret asked me about that today, about like, oh, did you hire, are you all set with this, hired for that position? And I was like, not really. Like, it's like I was about to interview someone and then COVID hit, and like, I still sort of need to hire someone, but not for right now, but for when meetings do start taking place. Because they were like, well, didn't Roger fill that position? I'm like, yeah, but Roger isn't available like every day, all the time. Like, needs at least
Really?
one other person for when Roger isn't available.
Was that other person's name Holly?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Why, did someone approach you?
No, I just remember seeing the name and knowing who the person was. She
It
lives
was
in-
someone that was moving to Berlin,
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
but
I don't
her
know
name
her.
escapes me because I think it was like in February or March, which seems like years ago.
Yeah, and there was another volunteer that was gonna
Oh
come to one of
yeah,
these
yeah,
meetings
yeah,
too,
yeah.
never came.
Yeah,
That
her
never
name
happened.
was Holly.
Oh, okay. Is that
She's on conservation.
gotcha?
Yeah, I didn't know if I was supposed to, like, was I supposed to invite her or I don't,
Well, we tried, I think, one time, but, you know, then COVID hit and everything hit the fan.
well, I think she was even invited to the Zoom meeting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something happened and we didn't meet.
Yeah,
Holly Kennedy de Grutela. Grotela.
Yeah, she lives on Randall Road.
oh,
You don't-
where does she live?
There's a horse farm up in the
Oh,
back.
yes, I know, that's right, she's like, yes,
Yeah. So
I think I know who they are.
the woman that I was going to interview, her name was Lisa, and I'm going to reach out to her pretty quick here and go
That'd be
through the
great.
process of potentially hiring her, but letting her know I don't have any work for her at the moment. Hopefully she's okay with that,
She'll understand, right?
I imagine.
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just plugging away doing meetings. There hasn't been any virtual events that I know of. You know, in some other towns, like the COA is doing things online, or, you know, concerts or different things like that. But I haven't heard of
are they?
anything in Berlin. So,
The Conservation Committee was supposed to contact us about the opening of the new trail.
oh yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about that.
I saw, I have a local news app and it came up as a news item. I don't,
The trail opening?
yeah,
Oh, the one up near here?
yeah, yeah,
And that's Conservation Commission?
yeah.
When did they say they would like they wanted somebody to videotape?
That's what they said, you know.
Yeah, they said they would get in touch when they had a date or whatever.
Yeah, but I guess it was just a news press release.
Oh, was there a date for that? No.
They didn't have one when we talked to them at town meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
well,
so
yeah.
I'll try to get in touch with the Conservation Commission to find out more and see if we can cover it in some way.
All right. I'm trying to take minutes now.
Okay. And
I just-
actually, the new COA director reached out to me. I haven't gotten back to her yet, but she was interested in possibly like working with us to broadcast some classes for seniors and things like that. So I need to get in touch with her.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, that would be, because actually, yeah, not much has been happening public-wise for Berlin Cable Access. Plenty of meetings, no shortage of those.
And now we need something fun.
Yeah, we all need something fun.
Right?
So that's kind of it.
Right.
We did town meeting. We weren't able to go live. We couldn't reach. But we did cover it. And
Yes.
I don't know if they're going to do a fall town meeting or not, but
Does that mean we should buy more cable?
yeah, no, yes. What it means is I'd need some time to really work on like setup and sort of testing it. I just didn't have a large enough window of time to really plan for it and test the equipment and everything like that. I had like one day beforehand that I had access to the school, but I have a feeling, you know, now that we've done it once, you know, I have a better idea, and then I could probably work out what needed to happen a little bit better with more advance notice. So, but I haven't heard any mention of a fall town meeting yet. So,
Oh dear. Really?
I haven't heard anything yet.
Oh,
That's a
good.
good,
But
No.
I feel like if it did happen, it would probably be outside again.
yeah.
Especially in the fall too.
Well, I know Harvard is planning on a fall town meeting in October, which
Oh, really?
could be fun.
Did they have a spring one?
Yes. It was like 90 degrees. It was on a Saturday.
Oh, right. You said
It was,
that.
yeah.
And they didn't get everything done. Is that why they're doing a fall?
I think they took some stuff off the warrant for spring, and we're going to postpone it till the fall.
I think Berlin did the same thing.
Yeah, most of the towns did.
They just gave a basic town meeting down, basic budget and stuff.
Well, Harvard's was still like 6 hours long, and that was their trimmed down version.
Really?
Yeah. But Boylston, Berlin, and Hubbardston all were like under an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
Yeah, we should do it like that all the time. So yeah, so I'll have a few conversations with Margaret, one about camera installation, and then the other about, you know, meeting coverage in the hybrid form that she suggested.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of what's on my plate right now.
Well, you have a few things, right? No. Do you want me to do anything? Do you want me to try and contact anybody, or?
No, I think I'm okay for right now. Yeah, just plugging away. Just looking forward to when things chill out a little bit. Whenever that vaccine comes along or whatever.
Yeah.
That's when it'll chill, right?
Yeah, I imagine that's when things will go back to, I don't know, the old normal, if they will or what. I don't know.
Yeah, not really normal, right? But
Right.
at least people will be able to go back to school and work maybe.
Yeah. So that's all I had to discuss.
All right. Do you want to send me your bill, or do you have your?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
I think that should be it too.
Okay.
Anything from the public?
I'm afraid we don't have anyone attending. We're not
Really?
allowed
Public?
to draw.
It's like
The
our
pub-
live meeting.
Yes, it's very much like our live meeting.
Public, do you have any questions? Oh, okay. Well, I could ask Brady or Pepper. Pepper! I'm not gonna ask Bill.
No, don't ask Bill.
No,
He just wants to eat dinner, that's all.
Ah, okay. Well, go eat dinner then.
I think that's it. So I move to adjourn the meeting.
second it.
All right, meeting